Hello and welcome to part 2 of my series Learning to Become a Producer. We're back at it like a bad habit, maybe even like a crack addict. It's literally the day after recording part 1, and yesterday's video ended up being quite long, so I'm just jumping straight into this now. Today, I was looking in Sawyer, what we were talking about yesterday, and I've been watching a couple of little tutorials this morning, and I found if you take one of the leads, this is the lead, analog funk, you take a lead. Obviously, if I play it in a bit of a higher octave, sounds like this. If you play it in a lower octave, it sounds like a bass, but this is what I was doing. No. Like that. And that sounds like a new jazz bass line. And new jazz is one of the genres I really, really want to be able to make. I think it's such a sick sounding genre when done right. So today, we're going to make a new jazz beat. I know we were doing the email thing, but we'll get back to that. We'll do that periodically because I've got all the emails there. So today we're going to be doing a new jazz beat, and I'm just going to jump straight into it. So I feel like, I've only done one of these videos so far, but I feel like outside of the videos, whenever I try and make a beat, I often go for an electric piano or something. Oh, I'm in a low octave. And, they just end up sounding a bit samey every time I make a beat. So I want to try and make a beat with something I don't usually make the melody with. So I need to figure that out.
Here's how to make the lead sound. Here's how.
I've done a little bit more research, and I know I said I wasn't going to use any electric pianos, but I've realized that that's quite an essential thing, it seems like, in new jazz beats. All the tutorials I've been watching are saying, okay, you put down like an electric piano, put some chords down, so I don't really think I have a choice. Okay, so doing the melody wasn't really working. I can't really find something I'm quite happy with yet. So I'm gonna get the drums in instead. You can see I've put the bass in. I may even consider taking it down an octave. That's it. I'll probably have a little bit more of a play around. Maybe I'll extend the notes a little bit, just see how that sounds. So I'll get some drums laid in. First thing I'm going to do is find some hi-hats. Okay, so you can see here I've just added a bit of velocity into the hi-hats. I haven't done any hi-hat rolls because it's quite a unique hi-hat pattern anyway. It's kind of rolling in and of itself. You'd really do a roll when it's a steady hi-hat pattern and you want to switch it up. Whereas here, you can hear. See, I sort of did some rolls there sort of manually in the channel rack anyway. Okay, so next I'm looking for snare. Okay, so I've thrown together a bit of a drum pattern. I think it's really, really cool. I'll play it for you now. Again, no gain staging on that yet, so some parts are probably a bit louder than they should be, like the little sort of sound effects. But now I really want to try and find a melody that I like, but I'm not really finding much. Okay, so I think I've got something I'm quite happy with in terms of melody. Like I said, I layered, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. But it's come together to be this. But yeah, so I'm gonna start. I'm gonna probably take it into do some mixing now. I explained a lot of the type of mixing stuff that I do yesterday. Let me name this up first. But yeah, I explained a lot of that stuff yesterday about in terms of numbering all these up and things like that. So I'm gonna quickly number all these up and see what I can do with them. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of gain staging here as well. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna turn them all off. Like I've only got, oh no. Now I've only got the melody going. I've turned them all off, and I'll just turn them on one by one, and like figure out what they all are, and then I can sort of see if I want it louder or more quiet. So that's gonna be quite a subtle thing in the background. And I'm listening to it back now. I think it's missing something. It needs like a bwang or something. And I've used that before. I know I've got one of those somewhere. Okay, so I went and had a look in a new jazz beat that I'd made before. This is only the second time I've ever made one, but the first time I used this, and I made it slide. And slide's one I've used that a lot in this. That's one of my, I think, favorite features. It's basically, I may have even explained it already in this video, but this is probably the wrong note. I'm just going to use this as an example to show you. So you can put a note there. Then I can put a note, let's say there, so on F. Then I can, usually they just play, I'll isolate this. You see, usually it just plays like that. But you can click on this, click slide, and it'll slide up, so like that. I really like that feature. But now I need to try and find a place to make it fit. Cool. I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to get on to doing some... I haven't even mixed the drums, actually. So, no. I was going to say arrangement. I need to mix the drums. Okay, I've done some basic gain staging on there. And now I'm going to do some arrangement on these. So, like I said yesterday, split by channel on both of them. Split by channel. So now I've got everything I want there. Melody, let's bring that in. So this is our finished melody. Oh, no, there's our finished melody. Quite like a, a more drilly type thing. It's not the type of thing I'd rap on, but it's interesting to make it, and it sounds cool. So now I can bring the drums in. Make sure it's all lined up. I said this in yesterday's. I like doing just a little sort of 2-bar drum break. You can do longer drum breaks, but I like doing just sort of smaller ones. I like doing smaller ones because it, I don't know, it just makes it sort of bounce a bit more. And I usually do that to like start the verse, and then sometimes in the verse you would take out a couple different things. I'm gonna sort of see what sounds good taken out here now for the verse, because you'd want to like strip down the production a little bit more. Okay, and I think we have it there. I think I quite like, I've only done it short. This is, only a minute long. You would loop it up more and do more arrangements and stuff, but I'm quite happy with how this has turned out. I think it's a cool, quite a hard new jazz beat. Quite funky in the instrumentation. I quite like beats like that. I quite like beats that are sort of bordering on goofy and then cool, because I don't know, it's just interesting. And that's, to be fair, that's what I always find myself making, so I need to break out of that. But I'm quite happy with what we made here today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I'll make another one. And then the day after that, I start back at work. So I probably won't be able to do them as frequently, but I hope you've enjoyed. We've had a good time together. We bonded a bit more. I'll see you guys tomorrow.